For over 30 years, the University of Pittsburgh's Institute of Politics has delivered timely information regarding the major policy issues affecting Western Pennsylvania, offering expert research, yearly programming, and a nonpartisan forum where knowledge and diverse viewpoints are shared, synthesized, and applied towards addressing the region's most pressing issues. Informing, supporting, and empowering elected officials and community leaders to enact positive change for the public whom they serve. The Institute continues to promote the quality of life and economic vitality of Western Pennsylvania and its residents. One of the Institute's core principles, finding common ground, was articulated by Institute of Politics founder Morton Coleman, who in 2006 was honored with the creation of an Achievement Award dedicated to his legacy of service. The Coleman Award for Excellence in Community Service, designed to recognize exceptional and long-term community leadership far exceeding professional expectations, has been awarded annually in recognition of regional leaders who have demonstrated an unmistakable sense of caring and responsibility for others and a commitment to connecting citizens and solving community problems. As a testament to the quality of recipients awarded over the years, close friends of Coleman verify that he consistently expressed humility and gratitude at Coleman Award ceremonies, honored to simply be named and included among awardees he so deeply respected and valued for their contributions to the region. In acknowledgement of Coleman and the Coleman Award's many prestigious recipients, we will now hear from a range of former award winners, as well as the Institute's current leadership, to learn more about the continued relevance of Mo's values, as well as the Institute of Politics' ongoing role in fostering the growth of young, emergent leaders through student-centered programming.
Coleman had a wide array of wonderful human qualities. He was smart, he was funny, he was engaging, he had a twinkle in his eye that made him attractive. The real key to his success, though, I believe, was the respect that he always extended to others, including those who came at a problem from a different angle and arrived at different conclusions, at least temporarily. He knew that you could not have a constructive conversation with someone unless that person felt respected. And once that bond had been created, you could talk about almost anything and hopefully arrive at a mutually agreeable resolution.
Mo founded the Institute to be a safe place for dialogue. It's a place that he envisioned could help to overcome polarization, where conversations could focus on the pragmatic instead of the ideological. In his memoirs, Finding Common Ground, Mo stated that it was the bringing together that makes something truly significant. And it's that quality that we seek with the Coleman awardees. When we're selecting the Coleman awardees, our selection committee is asking questions like, do they unify in their work in the communities? Do they approach issues with pragmatism and very intentional inclusion? Do they model this style and work to build the next generation of leaders that will do the same? The IOP's former director, Terry Miller, and Coleman Awardee in 2017 is really a fantastic example of those types of qualities. She led the IOP with grace and wit and a keen eye towards bridging the divides in society. And we're very grateful that she and her team developed the Coleman Award in 2006 at the IOP so that we can carry these incredibly important ideals forward in Mo's honor, but also in response to a society that is in desperate need of more leaders like this.
We established the Coleman Award to recognize the many contributions that Mo made to our home region. He loved Pittsburgh and he loved the greater Pittsburgh region. And I would say that there's not one aspect of our community that has not been touched by Mo's generosity of heart and his dedicated commitment and leadership to advancing the quality of life of all the citizens that live in the greater Pittsburgh area. And he demonstrated that by strong character, by being a trusted servant to community and civic leaders, and by raising people up and being certain that they all had a voice at the table.
Mo's founding of the IOP, in my view, was the perfect way to embody the essence of his approach in a big, impactful platform. The IOP does exactly what Mo did. It identifies critical regional issues. It brings leaders together of all stripes to get to know each other and to develop respect and affection for one another. It provides a forum for them to learn together and deepen their knowledge of these issues. And it then invites them to develop approaches and solutions which can be shared with the public and which hopefully serve as a template for positive change. The IOP is the institutional embodiment of Mo's approach, and the leaders whom the Institute has attracted after Mo's retirement, Jerry Miller, Mark Nordenberg, and Samantha Balbier, have been beautiful models of this collaborative and powerful approach.
Mo's contribution was he defined poor people as assets, not liabilities. He really changed the perception of how you treat people, understanding that environment drives behavior. And one of the reasons he was attracted to our work, we built a world-class training facility in a tough inner-city neighborhood and treated everybody that walked in the door as an asset.
I think the reason that Mo was successful as an individual is because he was totally genuine. And he was not afraid to share his heart. He was not afraid to share his mind. He was somebody who had sufficient confidence in who he was and what he believed in his heart, that he didn't feel he had to put that flag in the ground every single time, everywhere he went. He understood who he was, and he understood that he wasn't sacrificing any of who he was by seeking common ground with those that he disagreed with on other points.
The qualities that Mo displayed as a community leader were qualities that he had from the moment of his bris, I think. Baked into his personality was a sense of service. And if I ask anybody that's worked with Mo, one thing they'll tell you about him is he was always there. He had an ability to just get down on the ground and be there for the people that he was working with.
Building true and honest relationships across segments has never been more important than it is now. He built relationships not just for the sake of building relationships, and I don't think he was even doing that when he was engaging in those conversations. He was just there. He was just deeply interested in other people. Our economic success depends on the urban and the rural, the men and the women, the black, the brown, the white, LGBTQ, the older, the younger, and across all spectrums of diversity, engaging with each other.
And when Mo told me, he said, "Buikema, please remember that foundations are not particularly good at starting something new." He said, "What I recommend that you do, and what foundations are much better at doing, is to find good work that's going on and enable and support that work so it gets better. Don't start from scratch. Start with something and go find where that something is and then engage with them." I think probably the advice that I would give to leaders is to get involved with the Institute of Politics. Mo was a great convener across party lines, across social and economic lines, and he got people together in a room to have informed dialogue, based on good materials, good research, and with an action-oriented agenda. So the model that was established by Mo and exercised by the Institute of Politics is really a proven construct on how to get things done, especially in these challenging times when the country is so divided.
Mo Coleman had a lot of traits, and I think you can see those traits in Mo Coleman Award winners. They tend to be selfless, persevering, strategic, and most often unheralded. To me, a real indication of a Mo Coleman Award winner is when you hear who won, it just sort of brings a smile to your face, and you say, yeah, they've done a lot for this community.
Mo Coleman's community service emphasized humility and inclusion, the principle of providing everyone a seat at the table. In this spirit, the Institute of Politics continues to prioritize the delivery of student-centered programming and resources that grant young, emergent leaders the opportunity to participate in internships, events, and fellowships that recognize their potential to develop into visionary community leaders. Like the Coleman Award recipients we've just heard from, these emergent leaders promise to offer the region and its citizens the same dedication, innovation, and capacity for caring that the Coleman Award's namesake, Morton Coleman, offered over a lifetime of service.